Thank you for tuning in to our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an Amazon FBA business for sale in the healthcare niche. Created in May of 2016, this business makes $3,764 per month in net profit, and the listing number for the business is 44160. We do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the businesses they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. How are you doing today, Levi?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time to be on with me today.
Not a problem.
Before we get to the questions that I have for you, I want to go ahead and run through a quick summary of the business. Again, the business was built in May of 2016, has a monthly revenue of $11,221, expenses of $7,457 to make for a net profit of $3,764, which is generated on a 12-month average. Included in the sale of this business are the 4 SKUs and a Facebook account. Levi, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Online businesses, I've started a little over 2 years ago, I would say, right around the 2-year mark. We started directly on Amazon. We've since built up several different Amazon accounts, and we've got a few off Amazon accounts as well. So that's the online business. I've also done retail and some other things, but online specifically has been about 2 years now.
Yeah, so how did you come up with the idea to start this specific business?
This product alone, it was just an opportunity that we've seen. E-commerce as a whole, again, it's just an opportunity we've seen. We're entrepreneurs by heart, and we look and find different businesses that we think we can build up and run well. So once we seen e-commerce, we jumped in. It's treated us well. For this specific product line, and it was just opportunity. I think we got in at the right time, and we were able to build a bit of a name and get our placement. So again, just opportunity.
Can you go ahead and walk someone through the Amazon FBA model for someone who's unfamiliar with it?
The Amazon FBA model, yeah, if you want product selection, developing the product, getting all of your names put on. This is for private label. Put your name on it, get the branding going, and then you're sending it into Amazon's warehouse. Amazon will actually store the products for you. They'll ship it out as the customers buy it. You can use Amazon for your marketing using their advertise program, and really they handle everything. They take a chunk out of it, but it's very fair amount. In fact, I don't think I can save much money if I had to fulfill any of these items myself. So I think Amazon FBA makes everything much easier and probably saves me some money as well.
So since it's pretty easy, why are you selling the business today?
Well, we've got several accounts. It's not selling the entire business. We are actively launching new products, but we are also looking to get back into some retail space. So I want to pull a chunk of cash out so I can put it over to my retail.
So when you started the business in May of 2016, how long did it take for the business to reach a steady profit level?
With that initial SKU, we started profiting pretty quickly. It took off pretty well.
And it doesn't have to be exact, just your estimate. Was it easy to start making money?
It was. I would say within the first couple months, we had a good amount of net income coming in, probably within, just a couple months at most.
And now you are, making a pretty steady level, somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000-ish on average every month to, balance out and make that $3,700 average. So what would you contribute to your growth?
Contribute to the growth is, namely, it was customer service in the beginning, making sure we were responding to the customers, taking care of them, making sure we put out a good product so that we could get the reviews that we have. I believe maintaining a quality review count is helpful to the business. The way you can do that is just offer a quality product and service the customer properly.
So what are you currently doing on the business to maintain it as it is on a daily basis?
We don't do much on this on a daily basis. We'll hop on, glance at the numbers. Really, all the work now has just been prepping for a sale. But other than that, we don't do anything day to day. Just check the numbers. Probably once a week, we'll go through and we'll look at some keywords, inventory levels. And that's really it.
And you said we. Do you have someone helping you run the business?
I have partners, and we have VAs that occasionally will hop on, but we keep them pretty busy with our other accounts.
So since they're busy working on other things for you, it's, should a new owner expect to be able to have them as resources?
The VAs, no, they're full time with us.
Mhm.
They will not transfer along. Yeah.
So when talking about the VAs, since that is a gap that a new owner will have to fill, is there anything that they handle that we haven't already mentioned?
There isn't, and I don't think there is a gap that they would have to fill. Again, I don't have my VAs do inventory. I don't have my VAs do my advertising.
Hmm.
It's something I hop on and do occasionally. Occasionally, they're going to respond to a review for me. But again, that's something that typically I would do.
So you have 4 SKUs. You mentioned that you started with one and now you have four. Are the other three, do they do as well as the first one?
Okay, so to give you a rundown on the 4 SKUs, the first one was a specific storage container along with it. That one we actually put on the shelf. We had a couple negative reviews about the container, so we put it on the shelf. We were going to upgrade it, and then it kind of went in limbo with the sell of the business. That one was doing well up until the very end. I think it was around 7K in sales per month, give or take. The next SKU that we started up, we adjusted the storage type, and that's the primary SKU now. It has taken off pretty well, so long as we keep it in stock. I know the monthly numbers of 3,700 is the average, but most of those get killed because of stock out. So long as it stays in stock, we're typically over 5K in profit. The other two versions of the SKU were color variations. Both of them, one of them for the initial SKU, that storage container, we changed the color of it. And then the latest one, we changed the color of our most popular SKU. And we just did that this month. Sales were promising. We are negotiating with the supplier to see if we can get a bump up the order this time.
So I guess something that, is worth talking about is these times when you run out of stock. So when you say looking back at the numbers, as I mentioned before, you'll have a month where, let's start in May. So in May of 2017, for profit, you made 2,500. In June, you made 4,100. In July, you made 3,100. And then 57, 58, 32, and then the next one was back to 43, 55. So are you saying that all of those dips are when you ran out of stock?
Specifically related to stockouts. I'm looking at those same numbers now. So May 2017, we went out of stock for 10 days, 9 or 10 days. June, the next month, we were up to 4,100. We went out of stock. I believe we were out of stock one day, the start of the month or the last day of the month. I can't remember, but we went out of stock. And when you go out of stock, it takes a little bit of recovery time. So when you look at July, that number got a bit low. We were also out of stock 10 days. We recovered. It was the first 10 days of the month. So you see August came back, bumped up, September, great, and out of stock again in October. And that's why you see November, a slight dip compared to the other months, is just the recovery time coming back from out of stock. If you look at 2018, January, February, we came out of Q4 and went out of stock. February, we slowly recovered. And the last week of February to today's date, which is the 7th of March, we're back up looking to sell about 15K for the month, which would put us about 5K in profit.
So obviously a big opportunity for the business in order to, do better is to ensure that you don't have those stockouts.
Yeah, you can see it's almost every 2 months as we have the incoming inventory going in, we run out just a couple days between. And sometimes it's just misjudging Amazon's dates to put it in. Sometimes there was a mistake when Amazon had it in the very beginning. That's what you would have seen. And sometimes it's just delayed in shipping. So it's just something that we should have managed better. But whoever does take over the business, they basically have a very, very good bonus immediately.
So then with the Facebook account, What do you do with the Facebook account?
I think we've only put one or two posts out on Facebook, and I couldn't tell you the last time that was. We do not actively manage that.
How many followers have you accumulated, approximately?
I don't have an answer for you on that. Again, I think we posted one or two, and we just don't even follow it. We really don't.
So Facebook marketing could definitely be an opportunity then.
It is. There's a lot of opportunity to grow, and on Amazon and off Amazon. Again, we don't do anything off Amazon with this either.
So speaking of the off Amazon opportunities, you want to highlight a few that you see could be really prominent for the business?
Yeah, there's always multi-channel, eBay, Walmart. Sales volume won't be the same, jet.com. And anytime you bump up Facebook marketing, we do this with our other accounts, and we drive traffic to Amazon and to our off Amazon or Shopify stores. So just your direct shop it's obviously a good opportunity for growth.
So including in Amazon opportunities then, how do you feel a new owner should go about trying to grow the business more?
Stay in stock, stay in stock, stay in stock. That's number one. The second one, which if you see what we have, color variations, we've seen that help our sales for the latest one. We could see those sales coming in. So I think playing with color variations can help. And of course, we have that old SKU that we did not get around to bringing back in. That was a good SKU. And again, like I said earlier, it was around 7K in sales per month that we basically just wiped out because we got a few complaints about the storage device. We spoke with the supplier. They know what we wanted to do to upgrade the SKU. So I think that is a great benefit as well for growth. A great path to growth is bringing that back. Other than that, it would be expanding color variations. And for this specific niche, I think you can keep expanding to different products within it that you can cross-sell. That's a huge factor for growth, is just cross-selling your products.
Do you feel like there are any big risks associated with this business that a potential buyer should be aware of?
I mean, with anything, there's going to be some risk, especially with Amazon. I mean, you're constantly getting new competition, but I think you can mitigate it by not going out of stock and continuing to provide high quality customer support and a high quality product. Recently seen other manufacturers come on and try to sell similar products, and they come out of the gates, they look good, and then they just flop completely. It's a fairly competitive niche, and we've staked a good claim there. So it's doing really well, and I don't see it falling off. We've got some good reviews on Google where people put us in the top 3, sometimes the top in this specific niche category on their ranked list. So,
would you commit to a non-compete?
For this particular product niche, yes.
Yeah, not Amazon FBA in general. And obviously the terms would be specified. But for this area, would you commit to a non-compete?
Absolutely.
And how much support are you willing to offer a buyer during the transition period? Would you be open to emails, Skype calls?
We're open to email, Skype, or calls. And we can't just let somebody fail. So we can offer that for several months, just basic support. And of course, working with the suppliers. Another opportunity for growth. I know I'm going to go back on this, but we've never negotiated price with our supplier. So that's also another opportunity to drive up profit.
Would you be open to discussing something like an earnout?
It'd be very limited. I think we would rather try to just get everything out at one time and provide the support. So it would be very limited on how we would look at an earnout. Again, I think there's a big bonus here for just staying in stock and having the opportunity to bring other SKUs that would really I think it could help switch the mind.
So I have one final question for you, Levi, and I do really appreciate you taking the time. But before we get to that question, I'm going to go ahead and run through that quick summary of the business again. The business was built in May of 2016, has a monthly revenue of $11,221, expenses of $7,457 to make for a net profit of $3,764, which is generated on a 12-month average. Included in the sale of this business are the 4 SKUs and a Facebook account. Levi, can you just kind of recap everything that we've spoken about today, and in your own words, give me your best 30-second pitch on why this is a business worth buying?
I would say What we didn't get in that final recap was stockouts played an issue in why you would see the number of 3,700 per month in net income. I would really push that. That's something I would stress, is to look at the stockout dates and how that damaged it. And this is a competitive niche that you have found a claim that has been staked. Your spot is almost solidified right there on page 1 of all the top keywords on Amazon. You have the opportunity to purchase a business at a discount because I've made the mistake of going out of stock too often. And you also have the opportunity to purchase a business that had a quality volume of 7K per month sales that has been turned off, that you have the opportunity to turn that back on.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a business that, I mean, if you were to just maintain it as is, with the only adjustment being ensuring that you're going to keep the products in stock, I mean, there's no reason that the business couldn't make, that 5,000 and higher level for profit every single month.
Absolutely. We fully expect it when we're in stock to be able to be over 5K and upwards to 6K. Yeah. So you should really, I can't say it's a guarantee, but it's as close as you can get staying in stock.
Levi, thank you so much for the time today.
Not a problem, Jake.
If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to this marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the listing site and want more information, become a depositor today. When you make the deposit, one of our business advisors will be in contact with you, and you'll be given everything you need to review this business. Have a great day.